Hey everyone, this is Akayani with the Living Connection, and this is my annual birthday video. I like to check in with you guys every year. I've been doing this I think this is about the third year, and I'm actually a couple of weeks shy of my 56th birthday, but I just wanted to make sure that I got this out to you because I'm going to be, in transit at that time, and I wanted to make sure that this was uploaded in time. So I'm doing this video actually a little bit ahead of schedule. So in the spirit of keeping it real, I'm going to be 56 years old. I was born April 8th, 1963. And I want to be, honest about what I have been struggling with the past year, because I know for a long time people were like, oh, well, you're just naturally healthy because you have good genes and you don't have to do anything. But that's not true. So I have a body like everyone else, and it goes through changes like everyone else's does. And so the big change that I have been going through the past couple of years has been menopause. And let me tell you, this menopause has been kicking my butt. In particular, I feel like this past year, in the sense that, I've just had to go through a process of realization of what it is that I actually need to do to maintain a healthy weight. So you saw, or you're going to see in this video, again, a scale. The scale is actually about 2 pounds off. I wasn't able to figure out how to adjust it to make it to go to zero. It's a pretty old-fashioned scale. But at any rate, my ideal weight is 157 pounds. But since this menopause has kicked in, I have ballooned up to 190 pounds. So that's what? 57, that's 3, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. That means that I am 30 pounds overweight, 30 pounds more than I should be. And this is like totally blowing my mind, because I have never, ever put this much weight on in my life. And it's one of those types of things where it just seems like, no matter what you do, you can't get it under control. Now, my eating habits really haven't changed. I'm still a vegetarian. I don't overeat. At least I try not to overeat. My portion control is pretty good. I can pretty much judge by eye what it is that I can consume. So I don't have any food addictions per se. I'm not a big fast food eater. I don't drink soda pop. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of green tea. So this is a real conundrum for me. I will say that what has changed is that I was accustomed to biking somewhere between 7 to 15 miles per day previously, and that has pretty much completely dropped off. So that is a big change. That's a big one. And that's an important one for muscle mass, because as you get into menopause, as you get older, you start to lose tone. When you're young, you don't have to do anything, but as you get older, that changes. So I'm realizing that actually I need to do just as much exercise as I did a couple of years ago. Who knows, maybe even more. So I used to wonder why I used to see women older than me, out there lifting the weights and really being kind of obsessive about it. But now it makes a lot more sense now that I've reached this stage of life. The other thing that happens during menopause, as those of you know who are experiencing this, is that the circulation in the reproductive organs slows down or, comes to a grinding halt. So with the blood not circulating there and not being able to move things out, it's quite uncomfortable. It feels like a blockage, because essentially it is a blockage. And also we begin to retain a lot of water. So a lot of what I'm going through here is just water retention. So the water retention and, just kind of getting flabby, the lack of toned muscles, that also contributes to the appearance of being heavy. So what am I doing about it? Well, what I'm doing about it is because the extra weight is actually painful. It is painful, and it is creating a strain on my ankles and my joints, and even feeling something in my my wrists and my shoulders. So anytime everyone's body or my body is designed to carry a certain amount of weight for the frame that I have. So the frame that I have, is naturally slim. I mean, I worked as a model for years. I'm still working as a model, but it's not as easy as to get into the costumes that I had. So enough is enough. So there's a couple of things that I have found to be very helpful. One of them I've talked about on a previous video here. It's the Female Shot by Dr. Schultz. That is good for kind of like immediate, relief, and just when I feel over the top with a bunch of combined symptoms: discomfort, bloating, mood swings, But I took that last week, but then I found out that a few days later, or I should say the following week, there I was feeling kind of, uncomfortable and moody again. So I went ahead and got the Female Plus. This is something that I'm going to be using on a daily basis, taking 2 to 4 drops, 2 to 3 times a day in water or juice or tea, just to help maintain a feeling of comfort. So what does that mean? This particular female formula is to help with hormonal balance. It's to help with water retention, in other words, helping eliminate some of that water, and with the mood swings. So that's what I'm doing. So it's kind of like, going through menopause is almost like going through a second teenagehood. Of course, when you're growing and your hormones and are changing, teenagers are also very moody, aren't they? So women can be very moody when they're going through menopause because they're going through a whole hormonal change. So that is what I'm doing to maintain. This box arrived today, and I am so happy. Now, the other thing that I am doing, and I got this all for myself, is that I am taking the 100% herbal, kosher, vegan, soy-free product called Super Slim. Now, this comes in packet. This is convenient because I move around a lot, for my work, etc. I'm on the move. I'm not at home, and all I have to do is open this packet and put it in some juice or a smoothie. I like using tomato juice a lot because this stuff reminds me actually of a Bloody Mary. And this helps suppress the appetite. It helps block fats. It helps burn fats, and it also helps eliminate. Dr. Schultz being Dr. Schultz, you know that you're going to poop a lot. So, a lot of that belt, that can be there is right around the waistline. So I've already taken one today, supposed to take one a half an hour before each meal, and then eat after that. So the ingredients that are in here, some that you may have heard of before: Garcinia cambogia, Hoodia, Gordoni, Herbal Mucil Plus, which is a Dr. Schultz product, which really helps clean out anything that might be stuck to the walls of the intestine. Apple pectin, green tea leaf, bitter orange peel, uva ursi leaf, which is a great diuretic for the ladies, dandelion leaf, white beans, spirulina, ginger root, bladderwort, kelp, cayenne pepper, psyllium husk and seed, that also helps eliminate, marshmallow root, slippery elm bark, and aloe vera leaf. So I started taking this today. I'm going to do this 6 days a week, and then I'm going to rest for the 7th day. Why? Because, the irony is when you're overweight and you want to lose weight, it's actually can be quite painful and uncomfortable to do exercises or just to get moving, right? So we tend to not want to do them because it hurts, because it's uncomfortable. So this is a way, basically to help my metabolism pick up. I don't feel shaky. There's no amphetamines or anything crazy like that. This is a strictly herbal product, but it's just helping giving my metabolism a boost, which again, when I was younger, in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, or even in my early 50s, was just, metabolizing things a lot faster and burning things off a lot more quickly. So I will keep you posted on the weight. If I don't do it next week, get back on the scale. Well, actually, I will get back on the scale next week. I think I will have time to do that. And just see how the progress is going and let you know how I feel. The other thing that I had mentioned was Dr. Schultz's Moisture Cream, which is a new product for 2019. But in the end, I decided to invest in the Healthy Skin Stick. So this is a product for topical use only, and it has organic jojoba oil, organic tree oil, and organic shea butter in it. So it's got a lot of emollients in it that also can help repair the skin. I got this for my guy because he has got skin that is like damaged to heck. And I just thought, this is something that's convenient. It's something that he can use on the go, just pop it off. There you go. It's almost like, the way like the little deodorant sticks on are, and just rub it right on like that. And then you can do the nooks and crannies for those areas that are maybe a little bit hard to get to. So I've been applying this to his skin in the evenings, because after a long dusty day of work, he likes to take a shower in the evening, and I've been putting it on there. The skin also repairs at night, and he's not, itching and scratching and doesn't have that skin irritation the way that he has been suffering from for a long time. The other thing I wanted to remind you guys of that I need some assistance with is that there is the translation of my grandfather's book, Age Less, Live More, Achieving Health and Vitality at 107 Years and Beyond, which is now in Spanish. Ole, really happy about that. Let's see if I can pronounce it. Envejece menos, vive más, logrando la salud y vitalidad a los 107 100 años y más ala. It's got a beautiful new cover to it. It's a picture of Bernardo in Miami. This was on the occasion of the birth of his first great-grandchild. And the photos are still in there in black and white, but now everything is in Spanish. So spread the word. It's on lulu.com. I have also enabled a search for it for Barnes & Noble and Google search and Amazon. That probably won't kick in for about another 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks, but I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for people to find this book, because people are suffering the world over with, chronic issues that they really don't need to be suffering with. All they need to do is change a few things in their lifestyle and to feel a difference. So that's it. Happy 56th birthday to me. Other than that, I'm in good health. My skin is smooth. Long live extra virgin olive oil. My hair, I still have color in my hair. I will admit that I do have a little bit more gray here, probably a little bit more gray than I did last year. But other than that, I don't color my hair. This is it. My nails are nice and strong, keeping up on those smoothies on a daily basis. And it's almost time to do another liver detox. I hope that you're well. I thank you very much for watching my channel. I think that I'm also going to take down my Facebook page, The Living Connection. I'm very busy with the page dedicated to my grandfather, at Bernardo Lapallo on Facebook. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a live Q&A on March 31st at 10 a.m. PST. Yeah, I do believe it's at 10 a.m. PST, which will translate into 1 p.m. EST. So if you've read Bernardo's books and you have any questions, or you're trying to implement some things in your own life so you can age less and live more, please like the page so you get notified, RSVP to the event, and join us there. I spend somewhere between a half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe sometimes an hour, depending on how many questions I get, answering people's questions. You can post your questions there. I'll put the links down here in the description of this video. If I don't get any questions that are new, then I'm just going to pick a topic, something that I haven't really explored that much on Grandpa's Facebook page. I'm strongly leaning towards the topic of massage. Grandpa knew the importance of touch. He knew the importance of getting a massage. That's something that he talks about in his book. He was a licensed massage therapist. He had his own massage practice. And I just feel like, everyone could use a more healing touch these days. So, again, if I don't get, any questions that are kind of out of the norm, that's probably the topic that I'm going to be addressing. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Oh, and don't forget that if you're a first timer, you can get a 15% discount on Dr. Schultz's products if you use the code AFL1. Also, he's always having sales. There's free shipping still the entire month of March. So either way, the link that I have provided below, after you create an account, it's your account, and you can order online as much as you want and take advantage of the wonderful things that were left for us here on Earth to feel our best. Until the next time, keep your liver and your colon clean.